right, here's another one from a different point of view. Well, we've read many versions of Jack and the Beanstalk, but we haven't read this version before. And it's called Trust Me, Jack's Beanstalk Stinks. The story Jack and the Beanstalk is told by the giant this time. I think this one's going to be funny too. All right, here's our title page. Trust Me, Jack's Beanstalk Stinks. The story of Jack and the Beanstalk is told by the giant. It's by, I think it's Eric Braun, and pictures by Christian Bernardini. People think it's easy being a giant. You get to be rotten, grumpy, and loud. You're big and tough. You have gobs of treasure. And nobody tells you how to behave. Giant life is no picnic, though. It's hard to find shoes that fit. My knees hurt from the weight of my huge body, and I'm always hungry. Always. But the worst thing? Humans. Humans are part of a balanced giant breakfast, but when you're not eating them, you're a real pain. Sometimes they laugh at me behind my back. They call me stinky and fatso. They ring my doorbell and run away. Ha ha ha, very funny. Ooh, they're kind of being mean to him. This boy named Jack was extra bold. He came up through the clouds one day while I was out gathering a small breakfast. He tricked my wife into feeding him and then hid inside my house. I mean, come on. Would he hide inside a human's house? That's a crime. Well, he didn't trick me. I could smell him. He smelled delicious. And she's saying, maybe you smelled that kitty casserole from supper last night. Fee, fi, fo, fum. I said, in giant, this means something like, go on home now. I promise I won't eat you. But he stayed in his hiding place, the little rat. After breakfast, I took a nap, like I always do. Eating makes me tired. And when I did, Jack stole a bag of gold. Humans, nutritious and sneaky. Sometime later, Jack came back again. And again, he tricked my wife into letting him inside. When I came home from picking up a light breakfast, I could smell him. I knew who it was. And maybe you still smell that little dude stew from supper last night. Fee, fi, fo, fum, I yelled. This can also mean, give me back my gold and we'll call it even. I definitely won't eat you. But he didn't come out. Just like before, I ate my meal and tried to forget about Jack. I relaxed with my goose, the one that lays golden eggs. Soon I took a little snooze. Of course, that pesky boy couldn't let a guy rest. You know what he did? He stole my goose, the lousy, no-good, miserable thief. Fun. This can even mean, darn it, I'm really angry now. My wife and I searched but couldn't find him. I kept looking, but soon I got hungry. Big surprise. After breakfast, I enjoyed some lovely music. My golden harp sang to me, and the sound was even sweeter than boy berry pie. I like that, boy berry pie. I rested my eyes a bit. I'd finally forgotten about Jack. The next thing you know, my harp is like, Master, Master! Jack was running off with it, and I thundered after. I almost caught up to them, too, but they disappeared into the clouds. And there it was, a big beanstalk. Jack was climbing down it. Well, I'm a smart guy. I know a dangerous thing when I see it. I didn't want to go down there. No way! But then my harp called out again. So down I went, down. That stalk was wobbly, but I kept going. The beanstalk shook once, twice, then toppled over. Jack had chopped it with an axe. I fell and broke my crown. That's an old-fashioned way of saying I whacked my head real good. Even if you're a big, tough giant, that hurts. Oh, doesn't that look sore? Poor guy. My wife said I should forget about Jack, but sometimes I still look through the hole in the clouds. Jack and his mother got rich selling golden eggs. They fattened up nicely. And Jack got married. My golden harp sang at the wedding. It was a lovely party. I'll tell you one thing. Someday when my crown feels better, I'm going there to get my stuff back. I'll grab lunch while I'm there too. All right, well, that was a different version. So think about it. So we've read Jack and the Beanstalk before, and I'm wondering how it compares to the Giant's version. So it says read a classic version. So we have list some things that happen in the classic version that don't happen in the Giant's version. Why do you think those parts were left out of the Giant story? Oh, what are some of the things? Well, they didn't talk about the beginning. The other one talks about how he was super poor and the magic beans and all that kind of stuff. And I think it was left out of the Giant story because I don't think the Giant knew about it. That was like before. All right, the classic version of Jack and the Beanstalk is told by an invisible narrator. This version is told by the Giant from the Giant's point of view. How might the story be different if it were told from another character's point of view? What if Jack's mother, or the Giant's wife told the story? What if the Giant's wife told the story? Would she talk about how this boy kept coming, but she still really liked him and she let him in even though her husband liked to eat kids? I don't know. All right, the classic version of the story lets readers know that Jack and his mom are very poor and hungry. The Giant's version doesn't talk about that. How does leaving this information change the story? Oh, well, I think, as I said before, maybe Jack doesn't sound really like, they just think of him as a thief in this one. And then, of course, one of the versions was, didn't the Giant take all that stuff from Jack's father? So it really was Jack's stuff. So if you knew that, you probably might think, oh, well, Jack should take it back. Giant says it's hard to be a giant. Humans bother him, but he just wants to be left alone. Do you believe him? Why or why not? Well, I'm thinking humans do bother him, but doesn't he eat humans? So I think he'd have to become like a human eater if he wants to be left alone. But I think he would like to be. I think he likes being teased. Do you? I don't like so when people do that. All right, well, that is a different version of Jack and the Beanstalk. All right, thank you for reading with me. I hope you had fun.